Welcome back to MMAOddsBreaker Frank Trigg. Today we're talking to Isaac Vallie-Flagg. Get ready to fight Matt Wiman. Come up here on UFC Fight Night in Austin, Texas, November 22nd. I'm pretty excited about this entire card, Isaac, simply because I might be in Austin when this card is going off. So I might actually be able to see you fight live. Yeah, for me this is huge to be able to go to a foreign city and watch you fight live in person. Are you gonna? Go ahead.
I'm pumped for Austin. I'm pumped to be in the city of Austin in general, and then to be on this card because of all the main and the co-main are pretty sweet fights, and on down the card, the whole main card is pretty awesome. So I'm pumped to be a part of it.
And when he's talking about the main fight, it's Cub Swanson versus Frankie Edgar, and the co-main is Bobby Green versus Edson Barboza. Do you have a pick for the Swanson-Edgar fight?
Am I what?
Do you have a pick for that fight, or who's going to win, Swanson or Edgar?
I think you know. I mean, if you follow me, you know that I'm good friends with Cub. So
yeah. Well, it was a loaded question.
I'm going to have to go with Cub on that one, you know.
It was loaded. It was a loaded question. I already knew where you were going to go, but I don't know if the fans at home knew that.
Yeah.
So,
as a fan, you know, it's okay. And here's where I will kind of get fanish. You know, my thing is this: Frankie is always a tough opponent. You know what I mean? Overlooking Frankie, which Cub is not doing, is a mistake because Frankie knows how to fight and he knows how to win fights. He's, you know, in a 5-round fight, Frankie's always dangerous. Not so much in the later rounds because of the knockout, but because he knows how to outpoint and how to win fights. You know. So, you know, I mean, people always have to be aware of that. So counting Frankie out of a fight is a very, very dangerous thing to do, you know?
And we've already seen with Edgar when he fought Gray Maynard, he can get knocked down and beat up the entire first round and still come back and win a draw or come back and win the fight with a finish. So he's very durable.
Yeah.
And everybody at home knows I'm a huge fan of Cub Swanson's, and I'm a huge fan of Frankie Edgar. And for me, it's a tough fight to pick either way. It's a tough fight to grab a hold of.
And you know, honestly, if Cub wasn't fighting Frankie, I'd be on Frankie's side too because I'm a Frankie fan as well. You know, the dude is tough as nails and he's durable and he always comes to fight. You know, so if he wasn't, you know, fighting one of my best friends, I'd have to pick him. But since he is, I'm definitely going with Cub. And style wise, I think Cub has what it takes to beat Frankie. You know.
How much does it help to have one of your best friends on the fight card with you, like as far as training goes and diet goes and the gruel of the day-to-day train camp?
You know, I've always wanted to be on a card with Cub and Clay are probably two, and Cowboy, you know, are three of my closest friends here. And I've always wanted to be on cards with them, you know, and I've lived with every single one of them. So having the opportunity to be on a card with Cub is super exciting for me, you know, especially watching what he's done and knowing where he's going, and then being able to be a part of that. You know, if he wins this fight, he's already announced that he gets a title shot and stuff, you know. So being able to be a part of that is awesome for me, you know.
Is there anything?
And it motivates me.
Is there anything about your friendship with Cub that we at home don't know about? Like maybe you guys run bets and one of you guys cook the other guy dinner, or you know, someone's got the other guy's laundry, or I mean something weird like that. Is there something about your friendship that we just don't know?
You know, I mean, Cub comes out here and lives with me, and he always gets upset because I always bring up the fact that we have a good domestic partnership, and he gets really weird about that for some reason when I call it domestic partnership, but I don't know why. And but you know, I mean, really, honestly, you know, we're just we are friends, and we help each other out in every aspect. You know, we have end up cooking food for each other, and you know, and making coffee. You know, we look out for each other. I mean, both Cub and Clay have helped me out immensely coming up into the fight game and everything. So, you know, there's certain weird moments, but, you know, I guess I shouldn't talk about those in public, according to Cub.
Well, you know, it's. I'm sure there's that moment where you walk in the middle of the kitchen and one of them standing there butt ass naked, getting a drink of water. Like, come on, guys.
No, that's
really?
Joe Stevenson. That's Joe Stevenson.
Yeah.
That dude has no boundaries whatsoever. You know that.
Yeah, I've had that problem with him as well. Like, Joe, really? Like, there's no reason.
Yeah.
You walk around here naked, you know?
Yeah. So.
Well, let's talk about Matt Wiman. He's your opponent coming up here on November 22nd for UFC Fight Night. Break him down for us as an opponent.
You know, he's another one of those guys who's very tough, very durable, and he's not like Gomi. You know, like last fight, I knew what Gomi was going to do, and unfortunately, I couldn't push enough to beat him. But Matt is unpredictable. You know, he's good enough and well-rounded enough, and he's good enough in all those areas to take the fight anywhere he wants to. So that makes him really dangerous and really hard to game plan. You know, that being said, he also does some stuff that's really easy to game plan. You know, so
what's his biggest weakness? What do you think his biggest weakness is?
His biggest weakness?
Yep.
You know, honestly, it's hard to say. I mean, the dude is tough. He's tough. He's got a hell of a chin. He's good on the ground. He's good at scrambles. He's good everywhere, you know. His wrestling is good. I mean, he's proven that over and over, you know, and he's tenacious as all hell. So it's hard to pick out a weakness with him, you know. So it's going to be, you know, like I started preparing early for this fight because of that, you know.
For me, the only thing that I see Matt has as a flaw is that, if you can call it a flaw, is that he's so patient that when he has guys rocked, that he won't necessarily super hunt for the finish right away. He'll kind of back off a little bit and try to make sure that he doesn't punch himself out so he can save some of his energy. And that's really the only flaw I see in his game. And that's not really a flaw.
I mean, that, like, if patience is a flaw, then I wouldn't mind having that flaw, you know?
Right, exactly. That's the only negative mark I can give him, and it's one of the things I want to have too. I would love to have more patience.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, me too. So, you know, I went into this fight with Matt just having nothing but respect for him. And, you know, I trained like that too. You know, I trained my ass off for a guy who, although he's been out for a while, you know, it's still, you know, before he took his hiatus, he was considered one of the better guys in the division, and he gave a lot of really tough guys a lot of problems, you know.
He hasn't fought. He hasn't fought since January of 2013. And of course, now this is November. You know, he's had some head trauma, some head problems. But now he's up and ready to go. And are you going to try to test his chin to see how well his head is now?
I mean, of course, you know.
But is that the main game plan? Is to throw a lot of punches at his head, or are you going to change it up a little bit and try to go all over the place?
I mean, you know, it's hard to. I mean, you do and you don't want to exploit the fact that a guy had something really bad happen to their head, you know, but, you know, the part of me that wants to win, of course, is going to try to exploit that. Right. So, you know, and, you know, that being said, Matt's, you know, he had that knockout with TJ, and I think another knockout with Fisher when he got hit with the flying knee, but the dude's got a good chin. He just, you know, he did the right thing after a bad knockout and took some time off to let his brain heal, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, a lot smarter than the rest of us. I mean, like Martin Kampman is one of my main trading partners. Never took time off when he got his first concussion. As a result, now he might have to retire early. You know, he might be done completely because he can't get his head straight, and it's unfortunate.
And which is crazy because Martin Kampman is one of the better guys in the 70-pound division. You know.
Yeah. So it's going around, but, you know, smart for Matt, got himself put together. Good for you, because now you get to come in and have a great opponent for a tough fight on a great card. I'm really excited about this fight. What other fights on this card are intriguing to you?
The Barboza and Green fight. Not only, I mean, that could shape up to be a really weird fight or a really fast-paced fight. You know, you know, we've seen Bobby be really athletic and kind of use his athleticism to win fights. So, you know, if that Bobby Green shows up, he could give Barboza problems. But then Barboza is a monster, so it's kind of hard to say what's going to happen there. And the Benavidez and Ortiz fight. I love Joseph Benavidez, and I love the way he fights. And I like Dustin Ortiz and the way he fights, so I'm excited to watch that one too, you know?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this one pulls out. I'm actually really excited about this whole card, top to bottom. So I can't wait to see how everything pans out. I can't wait to see you, hopefully live in person.
I hope you're there. So
that'd be great. Isaac, thanks so much for spending so much time on this with us here at MMAOddsBreaker. Can't wait to see you down there in Austin, Texas. Have a good rest of the day, man. We'll talk to you soon.
What's that?
Have a good rest of the day. We'll talk to you soon.
Oh, thanks, Frank. You too. Take care, man. Thanks for having me on.
You got it.